welcome again to another video. We are taking a look at our new DFS Fields. These are the newest ones. They're not even available at the main store yet. The only people that have these are patron members. So if you have a certain patron tier, I can't remember the tiers. Unfortunately, you are eligible to get items before they're even released to the main store. So you can kind of play with them, test them out, things like that a little bit before they are released. And I have the pleasure of kind of showing you some of the new things that these fields will do. One of the biggest things that I love about them is their fields. They're not pots and things like that, like these ones over here. Which, I mean, I love the pots. I love the planters. They're amazing. They're awesome. And if you have a smaller land area, they are perfect for spacing and everything else because they are very small. However, for me, I love the good old fashioned just fields, the dirt and everything else. But the one great thing I absolutely love about these fields is if you click on them, we'll click on both of them. If you choose security up here on the fields, it has a new option now. You can turn the text on and off. You can turn the signs on and off, whether it's open, group, or private. Open means anybody can use the fields. Group, only group members. Private, only you. Exit, and now ground. Now with the ground, if you take a look, it will change the textures. If you take a look right there, these are now two different colored textures. And you can go through them, and there are various textures. If you take a look, here's the water is now a nice snowy texture. The dirt over here is that snowy dirt colored. So, I mean, you have a lot of choices with your textures here. It's just awesome. It makes me so excited. So there are lots and lots of textures to go through. Now again, to get to those textures, you would click on the field, choose security, and then ground, and that will change your ground color. It's so exciting. I am super happy for it. Now another thing I want to show you is the signs. So if you are familiar with our smart pots, you will notice with the smart pots it will have the little icon indicator as to what it needs. Like right here, it's saying it still needs water. But if you take a look, there is tending progress, water progress, and just progress, meaning once it's planted, how far along is it? So if you want to turn the hover text off, it gives a lot more information about the fields right there. So let's go ahead and let's get these fields done. So we're going to go ahead and water them first. Let's make sure we're close enough. If you notice, this one has water, this one hasn't gotten the water yet. It just got the water. If you notice, that blue bar went all the way full. So let's go ahead, let's fertilize real quick. Again, just like with the smart pots, you do not get that menu asking where you want to get the water from or where you're going to get the poop from. So I know for me, I have some poop over here, so it's just automatically pulling it. It will not show you the status with the fertilizer because it's just a one-time thing. It's either fertilized or it's not. So since they are both fertilized, let's go ahead and plant our seeds. I do have 2 seeds out. One for dirt, one for the thing. And if you take a look over here, it is now saying it needs to be tended. There's the icon. But if you look to the left of the status icon, you can now see a sugar cane icon right there. So it's telling you that sugar cane is planted there, which I absolutely love. It will tell you what is planted and what is not. It looks like this one didn't want to see the vanilla seeds. Give me a second. Let's make sure that that gets planted. You gotta love when things on a video do not go perfectly right. Haha, there we go. Now it gave me the option. Alright, and if you take a look, where on the left hand one we saw the sugarcane icon, we are now seeing the little vanilla flower icon. So with these smart fields, it will show you exactly what is planted right there on the sign, which is awesome. So now next we want to tend these. So we're going to start off with the water here. And if you take a look, I know my leg's kind of hiding the tending right there. But as I'm tending, you're seeing that bar just fill on up. If you notice, it's kind of matching the percentage number there, and we are done, and now that is full. You will notice the tending and water lines will now decrease as that progress increases. So you can kind of know where it's at, which I think is just amazing. But again, one of the biggest things, in my opinion, that's just so awesome is the texture change. I mean, oh, and there we go, no texture. It just disappeared on us. Let's see if we can get it back. There we go. I guess there's even an invisible one, which is kind of nice. Let's see if that's an actual one, or if it just didn't want to res for us, which this is SL. It might not want it to have resed. Who knows? Let's see. Alright, we should almost be there. Yeah. If you take a look, if you have some custom ground that you already have down and you still want fields there and so forth, there you go. Take a look. You don't even have to have that field texture. You can just have the sign and then the plant growing behind it. See, I learned something new with you guys. I didn't know that was a texture option. I thought I had gone through all of them, but I didn't. Woohoo! So that is really nice. If you notice, you just can't see the dirt at all, which is awesome. All right, so that is with the new fields. That is what they act like, what they look like, and everything else. So hopefully you guys are as excited as I am for these fields. Again, easy as pie to change that texture. Click on it, security, and ground. Yes, I am kind of reiterating that because I am super excited about it, and that is one huge feature that a lot of people have wanted. Texture change on the fields. Yes, Bila, you can still turn off that hover text and still see the exact status of your fields, no longer just an icon of what it needs. It will now tell you what is low, why it's not growing, or what it's doing. It's awesome. I love the sign. Honestly, I will say the texture part is my top favorite. That sign is a really close second because I like the fact it tells you what's planted and what it actually needs instead of just that little icon. But if you don't want the sign, but you still want the smart pot, you know, the different textures and everything else, you can still turn that sign off too. So for instance, let's look at this dirt field here. Let's take a look. Let's turn text off and let's turn sign off. So if you take a look at this, the texture to the hover text took a minute, but if you take a look right there, so if you are planning, say you're planning an event at your farm and you want it just to look not like, you know, you have a system going, but just as decor while you're having your party or whatever, there you go. That is so perfect for landscaping, and you can still keep the sign on and it still looks really awesome for, you know, landscaping and decor. Because I don't know about you, but like for me, in a real life farm for me, a real life garden for me, I leave the little tags of what I planted there just to remind me because I'm going to forget. But that is what our newest fields look like. So hopefully you guys, as I said before, hopefully you guys are as excited as I am. And before you ask, no, I have no idea when the release date is, but I am sure, because so many people are waiting for these, that there will be a notice, and you know, be easy on the sim trying to get there. So other than that, I will bring another video to you guys hopefully this weekend. It will be another tutorial. I am redoing a lot of my tutorial videos, just to kind of make them up to date and things like that. So keep an eye out. I will also be coming back with the stash box and grab bag videos, things like that. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, or at the very least that like button, so that way it will with the subscribe button it'll tell you when I post a new video. So have fun farming, guys, and I'm sure I'll see you in chat later. Bye bye.